Find a comfortable position. Allow your body to become still. There is nowhere you need to go, nothing you need to achieve, and nothing you need to understand. For these next moments, simply allow yourself to be here. Close your eyes. Take a slow, gentle breath in and slowly breathe out. Again, breathe in and gently breathe out. With every breath, allow the world around you to become a little quieter. The room is still there. Your body is still there. The sounds around you may still be there, but your attention begins to turn inward. Imagine that you are standing in a vast space filled with soft, luminous light. There are no walls, no horizon, no sky above you, and no ground beneath you. Only light. Warm, gentle, living light. You feel completely safe here. You do not need to know where this place is. Perhaps it is somewhere within consciousness. Perhaps somewhere beyond it. Or perhaps those two things have never truly been separate. Now become aware of your own presence. Not your name, not your history, not your age, not the roles you have played in life. Simply become aware of the presence that says, I am. Feel that simple awareness. Before every thought, before every memory, before every story you have ever told about yourself, there is this quiet presence. I am. And now, in the distance, you notice a faint point of light. It is very small at first, almost like a distant star. But as you observe it, you realize that it is connected to you. A delicate thread of golden light extends from your heart toward that distant glow. You do not need to follow it. The connection already exists. You simply become aware of it. And then another thread appears, and another. Some seem to extend far into the distance, others remain close. Slowly, they form a delicate network around you, a web of light. At the end of one of these luminous threads, you begin to perceive another human being. You do not recognize this person, and yet something about them feels strangely familiar. Not familiar to your memory, but familiar to something deeper. Another person appears. Then another. Men and women, young and old. People from places you have never visited, from lives you have never known. And still, the quiet sense of recognition remains. You begin to understand that the light connecting you is not traveling from one person to another. It comes from somewhere deeper. All of these threads lead inward toward a common source. Allow yourself now to follow that connection, not with your body, but with your awareness. You move gently along the golden thread. There is no effort, no speed, no distance. You simply allow yourself to move closer to the source. Ahead of you, a beautiful sphere of light begins to appear. It is enormous, yet somehow intimate. It seems alive. Within it are countless patterns, memories, possibilities, and streams of awareness. You sense that the people you saw before are connected to this sphere, and so are you. Like leaves growing from different branches of the same tree, each leaf is unique. Each has its own shape, its own position, its own experience of sunlight and rain. And yet, none of the leaves exist separately from the tree. For a moment, imagine yourself as one of those leaves. Your individual life remains completely yours. Your experiences matter. Your choices matter. Your joys, your mistakes, your discoveries all belong to the unique perspective that you bring to existence. And yet, you are also part of something larger. The luminous sphere before you may represent a greater self, a deeper field of consciousness, a source from which many individual lives may emerge. There is no need to decide exactly what it is. Simply experience the possibility. Now look more closely. You begin to notice something extraordinary. This sphere is not alone. Golden branches extend from it, reaching toward other spheres of light. And within those spheres, there are other groups, other lives, other experiences. Thousands, perhaps millions, of points of awareness. The structure begins to resemble an immense tree, its branches spread through a landscape without boundaries. Every branch divides into smaller branches. Every smaller branch carries countless leaves. Every leaf experiences existence from its own unique point of view. And still, there is one tree. Allow your awareness to move deeper, beyond the leaves, beyond the branches, toward the trunk. As you move inward, differences begin to soften. Names disappear. Faces disappear. Time becomes less important. Past and future begin to lose their boundaries. There is only awareness, flowing through countless forms. And you begin to sense something. Perhaps consciousness is not something contained inside you. Perhaps you are something contained within consciousness. Rest with that possibility. Now the great tree begins to change. Its branches become streams of light. Its leaves become stars. Its roots extend into an infinite, luminous darkness. And somewhere, far below, or perhaps deep within, you perceive something incredibly small. A seed. A single, radiant seed. Quiet, simple, complete. You move toward it, and as you approach, you realize something impossible. The seed is tiny, yet the entire tree exists within it. Every branch, every leaf, every life, every possibility, everything is already there. You come closer. The seed glows with a soft, golden white light. There are no words here, no beliefs, no religions, no philosophies, no names, only presence. And somehow you understand. The seed does not belong to the universe. The universe belongs to the seed. Every star, every world, every creature, every thought, every consciousness emerges from this silent center, not as separate creations, but as expressions of one source. You are looking at the origin, and at the same time, you are looking at yourself. There is no need to say, I am the seed. There is no need to say, I am separate from the seed. Both ideas seem too small here. Instead, simply rest in the awareness that everything belongs. Nothing is outside. Nothing has ever been outside. For a few moments, allow all images to disappear. The tree, the branches, the people, the sphere, even the seed. Let everything dissolve into pure light. and rest. No journey, no destination, no beginning, no end, only awareness. And somewhere within this stillness, perhaps a simple recognition arises. I am here. I have always been here. Now, very gently, allow the image of the seed to return. From the seed, a root appears. From the root, a trunk. From the trunk, great branches of golden light. The tree unfolds again. You watch countless spheres of consciousness appear along its branches, and from those spheres, individual lives emerge like leaves, different, beautiful, temporary, and completely unique. Slowly, you return toward the sphere from which your own golden thread extends. You sense the other lives connected there. You do not need to know who they are. You do not need to meet them. You simply acknowledge the connection. And then you follow your own thread of light, back toward the individual awareness that you know as yourself. Your memories return, your name, your life, your body, the room around you. But perhaps something has changed, not because you have become something greater, but because, for a moment, you remembered that you were never only the leaf. Feel your body again. Feel the surface beneath you. Listen to the sounds around you. Take a slow, deep breath and breathe out. Another breath, slowly in and gently out. Before opening your eyes, remember the luminous tree. Remember the branches. Remember the countless lives, and remember the silent seed at the center of everything. Whenever life makes you feel isolated, you can return to this image. Whenever the world seems divided, remember the branches. Whenever you wonder where you belong, remember the tree. You do not need to find your way back to the source. You have never left it. You were never separate from the tree. You were never separate from the seed. You were never separate from the one. And perhaps the journey was never about reaching something beyond yourself. Perhaps it was simply about remembering. When you are ready, slowly open your eyes and carry a little of this stillness with you into this moment, into this life, and into the world.